Hey everybody, my name is James, also known as Onyx. Not anymore though.
Aw. Wah, wah, wah.
I am here in the podcast, joined by Cameron, who plays Calicath,
That's right, baby.
and Justin, who plays Astrid.
Correct.
And today we're gonna
Yes.
get into the meaty greedy of it. We've missed a lot of episodes of the podcast, but episodes 6 and 7 are some meaty ones. So let's jump right into it. So we went from Calicath's orphanage to my brother's house, to Onyx's brother's house, and we were just gonna pop in and take the gold mask. What were y'all thinking when the red guards were outside of his house? What was y'all's initial thought for that?
Well, I know someone was finna open up can whoop ass.
Accurate.
Hopefully, that was gonna be us, and it was at the start.
Mhm.
You know,
You know, and
I
then we
originally thought like we would have to sneak into
promptly
the house.
sneak in. Well, you mean?
Yeah.
I
Well, uh,
I think we made the right decision sending Onyx and
Did we?
Zatira, because it's like if you had sent like the two sneaky people, like I don't know, anyone besides
It would have
Onyx,
been that much easier.
it would have been that
You
much
know.
easier. But it's like, hey, who are you? If it was just Pearl in there, like, hey, why should I help you? Guards, come here. If it was his brother, it's like,
I get it. I get it.
yeah,
Cause like also Onyx knew the layout of the house. It was his
yeah,
brother. It would have been the easiest to talk to said brother. You know, it would have been hard to explain with a mummy man and a giant.
yeah.
Yeah.
There were a
But of
few.
course, Pearl couldn't say anything if said giant picked him up and jumped out of the window. But
I
that's in
suppose,
the past.
yeah. Um, Onyx had made a decision that didn't pan out well. I'm glad it happened because we
oh, it
got to
did
see
not.
combat, but uh,
We did. Oh God.
we saw a lot of combat. And when I jumped out of the window, I was on 4 HP, guys. That's feather
Yeah, that was scary. Me. Oh yeah. Continue.
that feather fall from falling off the from falling off the fence actually saved my life because if I had taken anywhere between, you know, more than 4 damage, I would have been dead right there on the stairs. And that
Yeah, dude.
it
Fall.
wouldn't
You
have been
would.
very
That would have
good.
been your
Jesus
second character to
Christ.
die from fall damage as a result of fall damage.
Yeah, yeah. But that didn't happen. And we
They didn't, and very thankful.
very thankful. No, I died of something else. But we'll get to that. When you guys realized everything was going down, what were y'all imagining the inside of the house? I mean, obviously as characters, you guys know, or obviously as players, you guys know what was all going on in the house. But what was Calicath? What was Astrid's thought process when, oh, things are really quiet, things are really weird? What was going on in their heads?
Well, Cameron,
See,
you start first.
well, I'm just gonna say, um, but you talking about like before we found out everything went down, or
Yes, when y'all were still on the fence, and Justin was like, "Hey, do I see anything?" And Sid was like, "No, not really." And then Justin was like, "Huh, the guy who shows up every hour isn't here, or every 30 minutes isn't here. Something's wrong."
well, we originally thought like maybe we should do. Nothing's happened for too long. Maybe we should do something. And I think at the time we decided against it because we had faith. Uh,
Yeah, and the one-armed man and the sneaky girl.
Yeah, for sure.
that didn't seem to pan out super well.
Yeah, well,
So
that, that stuff happens. But what was Calicath's thought? Like, was he worried about Zatira? Was he? Obviously, he'd only
Uh,
known Onyx for a little while. What was Calicath's
Initially,
idea?
no, he wasn't. He wasn't really concerned. To Calicath, like, it's hard for something bad to happen to somebody. I guess, like, if that sounds weird, but to him, he thought of it like, yeah, they'll be out in a few minutes. Everything will be fine. Like,
Right,
it's
right.
nothing's bad happened to them so far. It's not going to happen now. Something happens, they'll just knock their way out and be good to go.
Do you think
And then
that's?
he saw Onyx bleeding to death, running out of the house,
For sure, for
and
sure.
like reality kind of popped in his brain
Yeah. Do you think that's
that not
because?
everything was okay.
Do you think that's because Calicath is like so independent? He thinks everyone else is like as self-reliant as he is, or is there something more to that?
Yeah, I would say so. Um, well, another aspect of it is what he didn't consider was Onyx does not have the ability to heal like everyone else does.
Mhm.
So, and he didn't really take that into consideration, or maybe he didn't know.
Yeah, probably didn't
But
know. Honestly, Onyx didn't know that you guys could heal. You know,
good point. Good point.
that's a pretty rare trait.
Big
Actually,
thing
I
of it
don't
is
think
like,
any of us knows that we can heal that well, except maybe Calicath and Zatiro when Astrid got chomped on by the sewer monster and he regained the health and the wounds went away almost instantaneously.
Mhm. That
this is
was
big true.
very impressive. Justin, what was Astrid's mindset? He had seen Onyx climb the rope, and that kind of gave him a little bit of hope for this team. It seemed like he was kind of impressed by that physical action. What was going through his mind when things were taking a little bit too long?
Well, the thing is, yes, things were taking quite some time. But, I mean, Astrid was the rope man. He couldn't leave or else, jeopardize everybody else's safety. He needed to stay in his little position.
Mhm.
And so, keeping his eye out on the one guard he could honestly count on every single time to show up. Like, yep, there he is again. Yep, there he is again. Yep,
Mhm.
there he is again. And then when he wasn't,
Right. And that sort of speaks to Astrid's. He's not just like a raging brute, you know. That's not the direction you wanted to go, right? He's
yeah,
he's
absolutely. Like he has thought. He's just not some kind of monster that just is living for combat. Yes, he was trained to live for combat, but he was also trained to think for himself and think outside the box. Be like, okay, what's the situation? Assess said situation. What can I do to help said situation?
Mhm.
Okay, the guard's not here. Hey guys, something's wrong.
Right, right. And I think that's a pretty enjoyable aspect of your character. Um and then what were your thoughts when you guys were like, "All right, it's time to do this. Let's go." And you jumped down at the end of episode 6 and Sylv was like, "All right, that's where we're going to end it." What were y'all's thoughts for that?
Uh, robbed. My cool. I felt robbed.
Oh,
Honestly, fair.
for sure, for sure. Not
Like, yeah, I was the last one. Everybody else dashed in. It's like, all right, yeah, that's cool, man. All right, Onyx, if I drop this rope, no going back,
Mhm,
or it's gonna be a lot harder. And you're like, yeah, man, have at it. And seeing that thumbs up lit a fire in his belly.
mhm.
Like, all right, go time. And then he jumped off, and we stopped. Oh God.
Yeah. It there was a lot that happened that episode, but not only so much happened to Onyx and Zatira, it seems like. Like
Very, very true.
the beginning there was some RP in the church, and then
Oh, I wasn't there.
yeah, yeah, you know, you showed off in front of kids, freak, and then
Whatever.
Ugh,
we went to
weirdo.
weirdo. We went to
Don't take that
the
out of
mansion.
context. Don't
It's already
don't do that to
clipped.
Astrid.
It's already clipped.
No, 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 no.
Clipped.
Clipped.
Darn it.
but don't worry, the internet will judge you.
Of
And
course.
and so we get to the mansion, we scope it out. Zatira and Onyx sneak in, and it's so cool. And then, really, the rest of the party, like all three of you guys, are just like, well, it's got any cards? Got any?
Well, hey, man. We were thinking about it from a stealthy perspective. We didn't want no, 350-pound giant mummy man,
for
and
sure.
whatever the heck Domino is. I don't really know what his title is or his big thing.
Yeah.
Compromise the mission, make it even harder. Like 4 or 5 stealth checks when it was just so easy with the rogue and the person that knows the house better than anyone.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, ideally that would have been good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, let me just place my one arm over this guy's mouth. Nothing will go bad. Hey,
hey,
help? 4 HP?
hey, we're not gonna hurt you.
Help!
Guards! Help!
I thought
Get me!
I've thought about that a
Help!
couple of times, where it's like, yeah, Onyx would do that. Onyx would, because Onyx has been. You guys won't know this because he's dead, but Onyx has been like a grunt before, and he kind of felt sorry for the plan that they made. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna lure him in, and then Zatir's gonna give him a concussion. Knock him out.
Well, look at that. Now he's dead, I think.
I don't think he's dead.
Well, a few of them are.
A few of them are, yeah.
They
Which
definitely
could have
are,
been
and I cannot
avoided.
wait to talk about that.
Yeah, let's jump into that. So,
Oh, great.
episode 7 happens. Almost immediately we're in combat.
Yes.
We'll start off with Astrid because I think you acted first. You saw 2 guards in the
I have a
hallway.
question for Cal. First off, uh-huh.
No, I guess you could be the host. Go ahead. No, ask your question to
Talking
Cal.
about. Well, you know, what the heck? What was up with all those booming blade explosions? You had one little taste and you went on a rampage, dude.
I had one booming blade explosion.
It felt
But
like
you
a lot.
tried so hard for more.
I tried hard for
It did. That's why we were all shocked.
It felt like a lot, and it was kind of exaggerated a bit by Sylve because like Onyx. What I remember is what Onyx remembers. Like he heard explosions and screaming and stuff, and obviously he was having a panic attack. And so in my head, it's like this heightened sense of, oh, people are just dying and they're murder and oh no.
Oh, yeah.
But
Kind of like the Saving Private Ryan intro,
yeah, yeah, I've never seen that movie, but it's
How
okay.
have you not seen Saving Private Ryan, James?
I don't think you know how to watch
I don't
movies.
I don't watch movies. My favorite.
Do you know how to watch movies?
My 3 favorite
I'm
movies.
just asking.
My 3 favorite movies are Shrek 1, Shrek 2, and Shrek 4.
Shrek Forever After.
That's not true, but
I know them by heart. I'm playing out a scene in my head.
yeah,
24/7.
man, this is giving me some
That's
Shrek
funny.
4 vibes. Me, see, the only media I've ever seen being Shrek 4.
Man, this is a real Shrek 4 moment. It's like, what? Onyx,
what do you mean?
what does that mean?
That'd be even better if Onyx had said that. But yeah,
I know, dude.
yeah. Let's go back to the question. Calcath, you really didn't kill that many people. You
I
killed
killed
one
one
guy.
person.
Yeah. I might need to reach.
He already had 1 foot in the grave and a foot and 2 arms on a banana peel. So, did it really matter?
Yeah,
Well, the way you described it really didn't help.
He exploded. What else would you want?
That's fair. He did
It was
explode.
just an explosion.
It was just an
Just a little
explosion.
harmless, blood-covered
It's just a little
explosion.
explosion.
I like to imagine because Onyx only saw you once before we did the interrogation scene. Like he saw
Mhm.
you walking down that hallway, doing the 1, 2.
That is not what I said. Don't
I
put
know.
that on me.
I know it's just funny that way. But I'm imagining like he's seen this mummy guy before, right? He doesn't know a lot about
No.
him. He's seen him before, and now why is he red? He should be white. What's he? Oh no!
Oh no! Got a new paint job.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
New skin for the character. Oh, that's
Oh
horrifying.
shit.
But only 3 people died in that mansion that night. The girl Astrid killed. Whoops. Uh,
Yeah.
the person Calicath blew up, and then myself. But that was our first combat. What were you guys' opinion of it? Obviously, we were in a strong position. They were running from us, you know? But, Calicath, what was your favorite part of it? Is what I'm saying.
Probably when that guy exploded.
I could see that. I could see that.
Just because that was Calicath's first actual kill, as well as in all honesty, the negotiation, quote unquote negotiation,
Uh-huh.
was pretty fun.
It was incredibly tense. Very fun, I think, but
Yeah.
incredibly tense. Before we get into that, Astrid, Justin, what was your favorite part of the combat?
Just the start of it, just all of it.
Nice.
I love I love combat in D&D, dude. Like
For sure.
every time I hear "please roll initiative," I go feral.
Hell yeah.
You know what?
I respect that.
And my favorite knockout of the mansion fight was the guy at the end of the hallway. We when I got into the track runner stance with my quarterstaff being held by my astral arm, I
Uh-huh.
then dashed to the dude because of course I was gonna make it.
Poor
50 feet
guy.
of movement.
Poor
I
guy.
uppercutted him with the quarterstaff,
Yeah.
grabbed him with the other astral arm, did a 180, spun him around, and crashed him into the floor, leaving a ham-shaped, wood-splintered crevice. That was with a natural 22, by the way, which made it all the more satisfying.
I'm
Oh yeah.
pretty sure he's dead too. He's probably not, because you
No, I
did say
said
non-lethal.
non-lethal, dude.
Yeah, you said non-lethal. I shoot him in the
I
head with
did,
a
I
bullet
did.
non-lethally.
Yeah. You know, just kind of like how the Green Arrow guy from, like, the DC universe has the arrows with the boxing glove on him. Yeah, see, those are non-lethal. You know what I'm saying?
Totally non-lethal, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I love the visual, because Astrid's like 15 feet tall, blue
Okay.
skin, 9 million pounds, and then, and then
He got like
Is
60
canonically
arms.
15 feet tall.
and then
Right.
seeing him run that fast, like 50 feet in 6 seconds, and then mollywopping him in the same 6 seconds is kind of
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it was really put into perspective how funny this interaction was when you really think about it. When we were out of character for a moment, and you said, James, like, yeah, I just saw Astrid within the span of 12 seconds take out 2 armed guards. I hope I never get on his bad side.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Because
Yeah, and then you said that when you were in the voice of Domino. It was like, ah, yes, Astrid, my #1 best friend, who I just saw in the span of, oh, it was great, dude.
Oh,
I was
for
like,
sure.
man, I'm fast.
Because, like, if we really do think about it in the time frame, right? Onyx
Yeah.
jumped out the window. 2 turns happened. He jumped back in the window. So it couldn't have been more than 20 seconds. And he looked in,
Oh yeah,
and there was already a man in the wall, you know?
yeah,
it, was
yeah,
already,
absolutely.
it was already screaming. He had just heard an explosion from Galagath, but he didn't know it was Galagath, obviously. He just he just realized, oh, I actually don't know these people too well.
It's like, hey, I think I asked the wrong folks for help.
It's like you
I think you asked the right folks for help.
oh yeah, it's like you asked the Spetsnaz to help during a hostage situation, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you guys are special for it. You guys will help. It's not the hostage
Yeah.
situation if there's no hostages. Like, oh no!
Yeah,
You know,
What have I done?
what have I done? Hey guys, please help me. And then it's this Faustian agreement with this evil party, you know? Oh, poor Onyx.
well, can't say we don't get results.
You're right.
We do.
We-
We do absolutely get results.
We do
Honestly,
have.
I'd like to think of
They
it.
even involved a player death, but
They did
we
involve
get
the
We
player
got
results.
what we near about got what we wanted. We just have to wait for Saturday to see if it comes to fruition.
We got
We've
what
been
we
this has been
wanted.
cooking a long time.
What was it
We
we
know
wanted?
that we didn't get what we wanted.
It was the mask.
We don't
wait,
have the
wait.
best.
Yeah, you just see Astrid just beating the crap out of somebody with his forearms. Like, wait, why are we here again? And then Calicat's exploding someone, and he's like, damn, I don't know. Hey, guy on your left.
That'd be fun.
It's like
Yeah, absolutely.
Zatir's like, all right, in and out. Let's get the mask. Hey, we need backup. Finally.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh God. Well, time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
Literally. If his name is Trail.
So cool. Honestly, I like to think that there was a competition, a friendly competition between Calicath and Astrid,
Mm.
because they were like gunning to see who could get the last guy on the second floor when he turned the corner.
Oh, for sure.
No, I like to think about it like that.
That guy was lucky.
Like Astrid saw a dude explode, and then Astrid's like, "Oh, okay,"
Mhm.
because Astrid likes to, be competitive.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh yeah, a guy exploded. I could top that." 2 knockouts, 12 seconds.
Easy.
Easy. So easy.
Yeah, light work. Light work.
Oh, goodness.
Light work, no reaction.
That poor guy.
Absolutely.
Poor guy.
Like-
And so we get to
Which one?
all of them. But so we get to the fabled interrogation scene, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was terrified the whole time. Onyx isn't a
Yeah.
fighter. He also is not a crisis negotiator, you know? he told the truth.
Yeah, I will say you did your best.
Yeah, he told the truth. I realized, the player James, me, realized, oh, this is going to be stupid hard when Onyx was like, alright, you guys just leave the house, leave Pearl here, and we'll be good. And he was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And then we were like, okay, well, let's trade Domino for Pearl. And he's like, why would we do that? We should just keep them, because we're going to take them to trial anyways. I'm like, damn it. He moved the goalpost. He's so... What am I going to do about this, you know?
We honestly had. That could have been done so much better. We had just as much power as they had with Domino.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
For me,
God,
Onyx
the
wouldn't...
ball was so in our court, dude.
The ball was definitely in our court. Onyx wouldn't have wanted it to be a conflict because obviously they have his brother, right?
Yeah.
And I think we all took that into consideration.
For sure,
We
for
did.
sure. Looking back, if I were to do that and not Onyx, dude, we would have had kill holes. I would have acid splashed like these holes. I would have had Domino on one side, and then when we open the door, Domino tries to charm person the captain, you know? Something like that. There would have been contingencies.
Yeah.
We would have had a backup plan, but it was a incredibly
man.
tense situation, and failure could have been death, you know? And failure was death.
Yeah. The whole reason, like, it was so tricky because the whole reason we came here was right there within our grasp. But like,
Mhm.
oh man,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I play I play that scenario in my head like so many times. And if I would have just used my dash as for 100 feet of movement bonus action, like pick up
Pick up
Pearl,
Pearl.
we could have we could have been out of there.
For sure, in not only in 6 seconds, but also you wouldn't have had any opportunity of attack if you dashed.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is, we weren't in. I don't think we were in combat at that time, so we still would have had to roll initiation
Yeah.
the minute Astrid made a move.
Right.
So take into
Yeah.
consideration the dude holding the crossbow got a roll higher than you.
Oh, for sure, for
That'd have been
sure.
it. He would have fired a bolt before you could even take a step.
I mean, theoretically, if we were gonna theory craft
Theoretically.
this, all right. So Pearl gets shot, right?
It would have been tough, but I
He,
feel like
he's
I don't
got.
think one crossbow bolt would have taken Pearl out, right?
I think it would
In a
have
hostage
in a
situation,
hostage
yeah,
situation. Yeah, I feel like
because they could just like right in the chest, or head, whatever.
yeah.
True.
Let's say best case scenario. They shoot him in the chest. He's got 3 turns to save or suck the death saving throw. We if we could have beaten them all within X amount of time and then spent someone's turn healing him, at least for 1
Yeah.
point. I mean, I guess I had another healing potion I could have used if I had
Yeah, and I
gotten
had a
to it.
healing potion too if I needed to use it. I still have it.
I don't have mine. Or I probably don't have mine.
I
I'm
don't think
sure
you have anything anymore, dude.
I'm sure he still has it on him.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Corpse does.
I want y'all to make him pay. I want y'all to make
Oh,
him
We will.
pay.
Don't worry.
I'm cooking something, and I hope my sous chef Cameron over here helps with the dish. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. It's I
Cause like, if theoretically Astrid was fast enough to get over there to Pearl, I could have just taken the hit, and if I did get hit, I would have caught the arrow, and if it did hit me, I would have just used stone endurance.
yeah,
So
for
the
sure.
damage to me would have been so minimal.
hmm
You know?
That's true. If they even got past your AC, which is pretty good considering
Like
you're not wearing
14.
clothes.
Yeah,
True. It's just
my
his
muscles,
flesh.
dude. That count as a suit of armor.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's just by
Just my rippling pecs, bro. Every time I flex them, it's just like another AC is added. It's crazy.
yeah. The arrows are scared of me more than anything. They need
Yeah, it's super cartoony. They just kind of super bend and curve around me and just don't feel like hitting me.
a flashlight to hit me because my muscles are
This
so
might
big.
be super. This might be super hard to remember, but there was this one scene in a regular show where Rigby loses his body because he ate like crap, and that
Yes.
power lifter took his body and he was like, "All right, we can do this the easy way or the skips way," and he flexes his pecs and his nipples like shine and flashbang the dude a little bit. That's what Astrid does to arrows.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh man,
It's actually an
that's funny.
AOE flashbang.
AOE nipple light flashbang.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we don't know anything about Goliaths, or like, you know, but we, the party, don't know anything about Goliaths. It's like,
Yeah.
like Ash.
Like I'm the most knowledge you guys have of Goliath. Like, can they all summon arms? Oh my god.
Oh, that would be funny.
That's just a normal thing.
Like Goliath's like,
Yeah, it's just a button for them.
Astrid's like, yeah, I gotta make sure my eggs are okay, and the party's like, do Goliaths have eggs?
Goliaths lay eggs?
And like everyone's too afraid to ask you, but you,
Like where's your nest at? It's none of your business.
yeah. But you're just talking about like an egg, like a chicken egg that you have or something.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, this is breakfast, dude. I gotta be careful with my eggs.
Yeah.
Like,
That-
wait, oh my god.
He did what in his cup?
He did what in this game?
Yeah.
Because that's really funny. Because all of us are a different race, and
Oh yeah.
it's it's really cool how diverse the crew is because we have Giant Man, Astrid. We don't know what Calicath is. I mean, I have a guess, but he's some kind of celestial according to him in episode
Oh, I
5.
definitely know what this freak is.
Yeah. Zatira's a little devil person. Onyx was a normal guy. Onyx is a super normal guy, normal man. Oh. And we don't know what Domino,
Domino
is.
was- Mexican.
Oh, well,
Cameron.
you're not wrong, I guess.
He's not wrong.
That's not.
I know I'm not.
I don't know if that's in the player's handbook or anything.
Is this in the 1D&D update? What is this?
But anyway, this next character of mine. Oh yeah, spoilers. The end of the episode. Onyx is probably dead. That's why I have this question mark over my face. My next character won't be human either. This is gonna be so cool, and no one's gonna know anything because I made him 2 days ago. Spoilers. Oh. But yeah, it's really cool that we have so many different cultures and races to play off of, you know. And I'd love to see more like miscommunication, like do tieflings eat spicy things, or you know, what Goliaths eat, or when they eat, because those are probably incredibly different depending on in comparison to normal
Oh,
humans, you know.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Like Astrid's
Mm.
3 million pounds and
Most definitely.
8'20".
Jesus, James.
So like
8'70", you know.
yeah, he probably eats a lot, right?
Absolutely. You gotta keep his strength up, bro.
Yeah. Whereas Zatira's like 2 inches tall. It's
Yeah,
fine with
yeah.
like
And like 6 pounds.
yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Really dense for something 2 inches tall.
Crazy. Very agile for, you know,
Yeah,
such a
for
tiny little person.
such a small little imp. So she eats
Tiny little
1
fella.
grain of rice. And Astrid
And she's
eats
full for like 7 days.
yeah, and Astrid eats like a cow and is like, yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Light snack.
Light snack. Calicat, I mean,
Like, this only filled up one of my stomachs. They're like, wait, what?
wait, what? You have more than, huh?
What?
Like,
Yeah,
obviously, Cameron, we don't know what you are, but has that affected your character's diet? Is Calicat like, do Celestials like pudding?
He a vegan?
Yeah.
They can eat just about anything. What I am at least can eat just about anything that a human can.
Okay.
So
Does he have
it's
any
nothing
special
special.
requirements? Like, I need to stand in the sunlight for like 20 minutes.
Are you comparing him to? He's not photosynthesis, dude.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, what if there's...
Sunlight would likely be best avoided. It's bad for the bandages.
Oh,
Gives
yeah.
them tan line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have
He's
to...
a little baby. He can't stay in the sun too long. He'll get a sunburn.
Go sunburn. Pale man. Ooh.
Actually, not gonna get a
Ooh.
fucking sunburn because I got bandages on.
Because
That's gonna
bandages.
stop sunburn. I'm worried because if I ever remove the bandages, I don't want you to look at my face and then just have my eyes be super tan
That would
and
be
everything
really
else be
funny.
white as friggin' Christmas.
That would be pretty funny.
It would be.
Do
It's like, dude, this tan line is immaculate. It's just brown eyes. Like,
it's like when you see those JoJo characters and they finally take off their clothes and they have like weird tan lines because they have all these circles on their bodies, you know?
yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's really funny to me.
Or like Giorno, he has got like a heart-shaped tan line on his chest because of his outfit he wears.
God, they look so stupid and I love them all. I
It's
love
so
them so
funny.
much.
Dude, is Calicath a JoJo character?
Is
Is that what we're
Calicath a
getting at?
JoJo
And
character?
you know it. You know it, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I should have
Cameron,
known.
you love JoJo.
Yeah, I've watched all of it. Every
Yeah,
single one of them,
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You're one of those
from
weird.
start to finish.
You're one of those weird people who likes season 2, and I get it. Much respect, but honestly,
Kill you,
I'm more of
James.
a season.
You know I like
Never
season.
seen-
You know I like season 2, James. I'll kill you.
I know you
I've
like
never
season
seen
2.
a JoJo in my life.
It's pretty good.
Ah, yes, I love JoJo the
Rapper.
Yeah, nice.
No, that's Joji.
Yes.
No, that's Pink Guy.
But
Oh.
on the on the on the subject of like Calicath's race,
Mhm.
it is a race in D&D,
Yeah.
although it's customized a little bit
Right.
by myself and Rose to make it a little more unique than it
Oh, so
originally was.
it's not a custom lineage?
No,
It is not a
It's not a-
custom race or anything.
mechanically, it's in the book, but flavorfully,
Yes,
it's
Oh,
something
okay.
else.
So these are flavor changes.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like if you were to go
Okay.
read a description of it in D&D, you'd be like, well, that's not him at all. But
Yeah.
all of the mechanical things like abilities and stuff would add up.
Yeah. I get that. I think I can talk about this now that he's dead. Marco,
Yeah.
who is super dead, dead in the prequel like 6 months ago.
Oh, that no one knows about, but go
that
on.
nobody knows about. He was flavored as a human, right? But he was a different race, and it was explained via his monk abilities.
Yeah, he was a dragonborn.
Spoilers. But
Spoilers.
yeah, his fire resistance was explained by his key manipulation, and he was able to.
And his steam breath, once I found out that he was a dragonborn, made so much more sense. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you?
Yeah. It was like we were level 3, and I spat in Canton Pren's face, and
And you burned his face a little bit. I'm like, what is the matter with this guy? This
And-
is what humans can do? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then Justin was like, "Hey, what class are you?" And I'm like, "I haven't even used my class features yet." And he's like,
It's like, I'm a none of your business as of right now. Oh, I'm dead? I guess I'll tell you.
I guess I'll tell you. Just like the
Oh,
ring.
man.
Haha.
Yeah, funny. I'm not even a Goliath, dude. I'm just really, really tall for my race.
You're just a 5'5" normal
Yeah, I'm
guy.
2 gnomes. I'm 2
You're
gnomes.
actually- Oh, that makes some sense. Sometimes I hear a voice from your stomach. I thought that was a
Yeah.
Goliath thing. I just, I
Yeah.
didn't know much better.
Moron, you can't summon
Hold on,
2
wait.
extra arms. What do you think? You kidding me?
Those are just your gnome arms.
Just had to paint them blue to keep you off my trail.
That's really
Make
funny.
them freaking massive.
Yeah, the taller, the up top gnome likes to work out a lot.
Yeah, the
He's got a gnome body, but like his arms are big enough. It's like a monkey.
It's like actual
you know?
Goliath ripped
Uh-huh.
arms.
It's like
They like
Mugshot.
drag
the
him to
bottom-
the ground when he
Yeah,
walks.
yeah.
That's-
The bottom gnome just has super toned legs, which explains how he can run so fast.
for sure. And the bottom gnome is like a wizard, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna illusion us
casting.
to be blue. Like, genius,
Yeah,
brother, you're a
cast-
genius.
You're a genius, brother.
Where would we be without you, brother?
Oh,
Dead in a ditch
oh,
or in the
there
sewer.
oh,
Oh god.
oh, yeah.
Oh, I was so nervous that session, dude. Oh man.
Completely understandable.
Yeah,
That
that was like.
was not a winnable.
It made me
Fight.
really scared because if this was,
It
is
ended
what
up
we
being
have to look
winnable.
forward to with monsters, and this was just session 3, it's gonna get hard.
Oh, that
later
was
on.
session 2. That was session 2.
Oh, session 2. Yeah, 2. I mean, yeah, it's gonna get hard, man. If we encounter another monster.
Yeah. Well, in defense, right? This was January, right? We asked
Right.
Sylv to make it difficult. Sylv was like, "Hey, do you want
I wish we had.
a fun, easy campaign, or like a more difficult, harder, more realistic campaign?" We were all like, "Dude, let's make it harder, yeah." And now we're in this situation.
I feel like harder is still gonna be more fun,
I agree.
personally.
I agree wholeheartedly. Um, to me, it seems like it really depends on your own actions. Like, Onyx didn't die from happenstance, right? Like, a giant anvil didn't fall and kill Onyx, right? It was his decisions. It was the group's
To our
decisions.
knowledge.
Well, yeah, but in game, like, those were Onyx's decisions, and that ended up getting him killed. And I think that's way better than, oh, it's just a random fight and he dies. Oh no,
Oh no, fellas. Oh no.
And it kind of raises the stakes too. Like, it portrays the Red as incredibly evil. You know,
Yeah.
which we already,
Yeah, who'd have seen that coming?
yeah, we already kind of knew that. Um, we especially knew it from the prequels, but now it's on full display. Oh,
Well, I didn't know it from my prequel. I was just drugged.
you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Yes, 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 yes. What a fun, trippy prequel yours was, Cameron.
Man, you
What a
guys.
what a nightmare it was.
What a nightmare.
Was a fucking nightmare. Having shadow creatures gripping at organs. Ugh.
But it made you stronger.
Did it?
It made him sober.
It made me sober.
Yeah, never drinking tea again, especially from this hag.
There's
I
this
drank it
old
earlier.
bag.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Oh man.
you, Vincent, you weren't in the last podcast, but we talked about like session 4 and 5 leading up to 6 and 7. Was it how surprising was it for you to see this kind of motherly figure of Calicath? And it turns out she's this cultist. Cultist is the right word, right? She follows
Yeah.
this weird god that wants you to do things. For Calicath, what did that feel like? And for Vincent, what did that feel like?
Well, Vincent always, not Vincent. Calicath always knew that she was very religious.
Mhm.
Was a big thing. She's always been religious growing up, and Calicath was the opposite for reasons unknown.
Mhm.
But she wasn't always, into why.
Right.
That seems like a recent thing. It used to be something else entirely. So while it was shocking, Calicath never really paid much attention to it because, shit, he didn't know much about the gods she paid attention to when he was growing up.
Right. Right.
So it could have been the same one to all he knows. But I think
Mhm.
recently we came to a realization that it was something entirely different.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we could talk about that because this is. Yeah, I think that's fine if we talk about that if you want to. That.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. So after the last podcast, I was like, oh, okay, we need to be on the same page about a lot of stuff. So I went back and watched through the episodes that I wasn't a part of, and I was asking Sylv about things, and Sylv wouldn't tell me everything, right? He only told me things
Of
that
course.
were already said, and he's like, hey, you should check out the beginning of episode 5 or whatever. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, we've already encountered Y. That was the god of the bugbears. And that puts a wrench in a lot of things. You know.
That it does. That it does. When
Yes,
James and I were talking about all these theories, because I didn't know why was the bugbear guy
Mhm.
because of the deep voice. I could not understand that character hardly.
Right.
But yeah, that blew my mind when you told me that.
Yeah, for sure. It blew my mind because it's like obviously Y is a made up god, not found in D&D. I'm like, oh, okay, Sylv just made up a god for Lady
Nadine.
Nadine, yes. And just normal thing. And then I heard the bugbear and I was like, wait. Hold on. Huh? And then he was like, yeah, Yeah, why? You know why? My God. And I'm like, oh no, this is horrible.
You what?
You what? And seeing that connection there is pretty shocking. Pretty bad, because you guys already know one of the gods the bugbears used to follow, right? They
Yes.
used to follow Bahamut, right?
Beth.
Baphomet,
Was
my
it
bad.
Bahamut?
Yes, it was
Beth.
Baphomet. Those two names are very similar. Um,
Yeah.
yes, the demon lord of beasts. And I was talking to Grayson. I don't know if I expressed this with you guys, right? I was talking to Grayson, like, you know, you don't go from being a cleric of this evil demon god to being like the cleric of unicorns and rainbows, you know? you
Oh
don't
yeah, no, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
you don't become you don't be the a cleric of the god of villainy and turning people into monsters and then join the god of eagles who's a righteous guy, you know? Like, so in my head, Y is somewhere on the same level as Bahamut or Baphomet, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, bugbears, forget about that guy. I'm gonna make you grow. I'm gonna give you superpowers." And the bugbears had the gall to say, "Yeah, we don't even care about the demon lord. You're the cool guy, you know." Like that's huge, right there.
Oh yeah, that's fucking massive.
God, and I can't wait. I'm calling it now. I can't wait till Y is just this beholder underneath the city, you know, who's trying to convince people that he's God, and he's this conniving little thing. I could
This thing.
I could see it so vividly because we already kind of know where a general direction is for where his physical body might be.
Yeah.
Um, they had that shoot in the bugbear lair, and it's like, oh, yeah, there's a shoot that sacrifices to Y. Alright, is it a portal? Is he just underground? Like, they're giving food, meat, physical stuff to Y through a shoot. What does that mean? Oh,
Whatever it means, let me tell you, it ain't gonna be great.
it ain't gonna
I
be
can
great.
feel it.
Nope.
It
Oh.
is
Yeah,
super
it's not gonna be
great.
very cash money.
Sylv has told me one thing, right?
Mhm.
Sylv has told me, hey, you guys should put on the mask. You guys should put on the gold mask that you find in Pearl's house if you find the mask in Pearl's house, because that would be really funny.
Is that right?
And I said,
Yeah.
oh no, hopefully that doesn't change whatever you guys were already gonna do.
Yeah,
But-
no, Astrid's not putting that on.
Yeah, I think Caligath is so good.
Domino might.
that
Domino very much might.
might be funny. That
If Calicast's like, hey Astrid, hold Domino.
oh no, that's horrible.
Horribly funny, I think.
That is a little funny,
Anyways,
but
yeah, I think that'd be pretty funny.
so we had that. I think that was the big one. Like, I've also told you guys about the sea and the sky being weird, and we haven't expressed this to the public that yeah, the sea is messed up and something weird is going on with the sky, and a few other little things that I haven't even that I've told Astrid and haven't told, or I told Justin, didn't tell Vincent, you know, vice versa,
Yeah.
because there were some things in uh, me and Justin's prequel that I wanted to be like, hey, that was important, right? You know, that obviously Vincent wouldn't know about. I wish
Yeah.
we had those recorded, you know. We had some funny jokes in those.
In our prequels, absolutely.
Yeah, there was Marco getting hit by a tree. That was funny
Oh
to
my
me.
god, I'll never forget that.
That whole
From
arc.
the moment we entered the bar, I could not stop my side from hurting.
Oh, for sure. The moment Marco was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wrestle this guy. I'm gonna arm wrestle this guy." Wait, I'm the king of the city. I don't even need the monks anymore. I got an army of Goliaths. Woo! Like that was so chaotic, and I loved it. And then in Zatira's prequel, fighting the crab, just my character just punched him the whole time, broke every one of his limbs doing it, and then killed the crab with a headbutt. Which
Yep, that was pretty good.
was really fun. And then Carter was funny to me. Those strawberry smelling high elves.
God.
Oh
Yeah, Carter was just a stoner. He just had a vape pen nonstop.
yeah,
Yeah, Carter just had a nicotine addiction. Addiction. I mean.
one of the things that really was funny about that. I think it wasn't Naomi, but it was the younger changeling. I'm forgetting the name. And he's like, "Hey, you guys got to be really serious about this. My dad's in town. And he's gonna want to meet you guys." And me and you were making jokes the whole time. Me and you, Justin, were making jokes the whole time. And he was like, "Guys, serious, please. I gotta look my best in front of my dad." And I think either you and me were like, "Hey, what's your dad's name?" And he lost it.
Yeah.
So good. I wish I had that recorded.
Wait, what's the situation? Oh, your dad?
What's
It
your
was all
dad's
just
name?
so funny.
And like his dad was this
Yeah, what does he do?
Don Corleone mobster, level mobster, you know?
Yeah, dude.
That was great.
Freaking Al Capone.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, man. It's all good. Don't worry.
It was.
Honestly, I think my favorite prequel character has got to be Clyde. He was so funny.
Yeah. I remember when he almost shit himself, or he pretended to shit himself to get away from the police.
Yeah, I got a nat 20 on performance to use prestidigitation to make it smell
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh,
There's the lag.
there
like
goes the
I
leg.
crapped my pants. And it worked, and we got out of there scot free.
It's
And
true.
I was like, oh, wait, I'm lagging? What? Hello?
You're lagging
That's-
a
you
little
sound
bit,
good
but
now.
you're fine now.
Okay, word.
Eh,
But like I like waved my loot around like, yeah, we're in the band, please just let me get home. I drank too much and I feel sick, and I magically smelled like crap and rolled a nat 20 on performance, which was so helpful.
yeah, so Zatira jumped out the back door. I turned invisible. I don't know what Redacted did, and then he was like, "I gotta shit myself."
No, that was not after that. That was
when we were in
when
the
we were
shop,
trying to just
right?
yeah, the shop. That was not when we were
Okay.
leaving freaking whatever Al Capone's house, whatever the heck his name was.
Okay. I'm thinking of something else then. What I said did happen though, just not with what Astrid was
Absolutely.
saying.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, after that little boss fight, we kind of just went our separate ways, and it was so funny because
Oh, yeah.
Carter was like, "Yeah, I turned invisible, and you never see Carter again."
Yeah,
Turn invisible
We ju-
permanently.
we just got done with this boss fight, and it was like we
Yeah,
had burnt every bridge.
and Carter, yeah, I think
ever.
Carter was like stuck because he failed a save and he like couldn't breathe, and
Oh.
Clyde was like, "Huh, that's weird. I'm sure he's fine. Though. He's just taking a long toke of his a hit of something. You know what I'm saying?" Anyways, I can't reach him. Let me explode this piano behind him. Maybe that'll hurt him.
Yeah,
Turns out that helped,
that did help. Yeah, and then
and he was very mad at me.
for sure. And then after the boss fight, I was like, "Well, this will do us no good if we stay." Bleep. And just like that, the smell of strawberries vanished in the air. Oh, yeah, he hid the smell of his weed. I think I called it like witch's bane. Um,
It was
which with straw, it was a weed with strawberries, which I thought was really funny at the time. Hell, I think it's funny now. Using prestidigitation, an incredibly useful ability to make you not smell like weed.
weed.
Yeah.
I go 4 years
That was great.
in wizard college just so I don't have to wear deodorant.
Just to
you know?
hide the smell from the police.
That's funny.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Well, it's that time again. This episode has been brought to you by the last episode, which I think we named Ketchup with Tomatoes, Tomato and Ketchup, and Ketchup. Join
What's
in.
up with these names?
I did. Join in next
Oh.
time
Why did I even ask?
when we get to episode 8 and potentially I have a new character. Woo!
Who might last for more than like a session.
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Goodbye, everybody.
Fare thee well.